The Cell Games, a crucible of fate where the destiny of Earth hung by a thread. Goku, the universe's greatest warrior, placed his hopes not on himself, but on his son, Gohan. The air crackled with unspoken tension, the dust of battle swirling around the arena. Every eye was fixed on the young Saiyan, burdened with an impossible task. Dramatic music swells, hinting at the monumental stakes. This was the moment of truth, the ultimate test of Gohan's hidden power. Goku believed in Gohan's potential, a power far exceeding his own. He knew the rage simmering beneath the surface, waiting for its catalyst. But what if that rage ignited into a supernova of power, unhindered by doubt or hesitation? What if Gohan's fury was absolute, his victory swift and complete? Imagine a different spark, a rage so pure, so absolute, it bypassed all doubt, all restraint. Android 16's sacrifice, a selfless act of defiance, still served as the ultimate trigger. But this time, Gohan's transformation into Super Saiyan 2 was not a slow burn. It was an instantaneous explosion, a cataclysmic release of power. Lightning crackled around him, not just as an aura, but as an extension of his raw, untamed energy. The ground beneath him trembled, threatening to shatter. There was no hesitation, no internal struggle. Only the cold, hard resolve born from profound loss and righteous anger. Gohan's state was one of pure, unadulterated fury. Every fiber of his being screamed for retribution, for an end to Cell's reign of terror. He didn't waste a single moment. His eyes, now burning with an intense blue, fixed on Cell. A Kamehameha began to charge, not slowly, but with terrifying speed. Cell, in his boundless arrogance, anticipated a prolonged dance of death. He expected Gohan to toy with him, to savor the moment, just as he had. He believed Gohan would hold back, allowing him to adapt, to counter. Cell saw a child playing with newfound power, not a warrior bent on immediate destruction. But this Gohan knew only one objective: absolute eradication. The Kamehameha he unleashed was not half power, not a warning shot. It was his absolute limit. A beam of pure, unadulterated energy erupted from his hands. It was a torrent of destruction, a wave of cosmic force that dwarfed anything seen before. Cell had no time to react, no chance to absorb, no opportunity to regenerate. The sheer velocity and power of the blast were overwhelming. The energy engulfed him completely, a blinding white light consuming his very existence. There was no struggle, no scream, just an instant of pure obliteration. The result was a clean, complete vaporization. Cell was gone, reduced to nothingness, leaving no trace behind. There was no self-destruction, no core to regenerate from. A stunned silence fell over the Cell Games arena. The Z-fighters watched, mouths agape as the dust settled. Then, a wave of profound relief washed over them. The impossible had happened. Gohan had not just defeated Cell, he had utterly erased him. The threat was gone, decisively and irrevocably. Goku, battered and bruised from his earlier fight, was still alive. His body, though weary, remained intact, spared from Cell's desperate final gambit. The universe held its breath, but this time, the sacrifice was averted. Goku stood, a testament to Gohan's decisive power, a living legend. Goku's future was dramatically altered. He survived the ordeal, ready to continue training, to push his limits further, alongside his son. The weight of his decision to trust Gohan was validated in the most spectacular fashion. The Earth was safe, and its greatest protector remained. With Cell's swift annihilation, Gohan's confidence was not just boosted, it was solidified. He stood tall, brimming with the victory of Super Saiyan 2. There was no lingering trauma, no guilt over his earlier hesitation. He had acted decisively, powerfully, and saved everyone. Gohan embraced his potential, understanding the immense power he wielded. He would train harder, not out of obligation, but out of a newfound sense of purpose. His development would accelerate exponentially. The scholar's path would still call to him, but the warrior's spirit would burn brighter, unextinguished. Gohan would truly become Earth's protector, a formidable guardian ready to face any threat. his power level would continue to soar, unchallenged. The mantle of the strongest warrior would fall squarely on his shoulders, not as a burden, but as a natural progression of his destiny. The Buu saga, as we knew it, would be drastically altered. The landscape of power would be fundamentally different, with Gohan at its apex. The Z fighters would be far more prepared for any emerging threats. A stronger, more confident Gohan would lead the charge, his power undeniable. Would Buu even stand a chance against a Gohan who had consistently trained for 7 years, mastering his Super Saiyan 2 form? Gohan would likely easily handle initial threats like Dabura and Babidi. Their schemes would crumble before his overwhelming power. The need for the Z-Sword, for Elder Kai's ritual, might never arise. Gohan's base power would already be beyond what was achieved through those means. He might face Super Buu earlier, or even Kid Buu, with a level of power that would make the fight far less desperate. The fusion dance might become unnecessary. The entire narrative arc of the Buu saga would shift. The focus would be on Gohan's continued dominance, rather than Goku's return or Vegeta's redemption. With Gohan's power so clearly surpassing his own, Goku might consider retirement much earlier. The burden of Earth's protection would be lifted. He would see his son as the undisputed strongest, a capable successor. This would allow Goku to pursue his own passions without constant pressure. Goku's focus could shift entirely to training for personal growth, exploring the universe, or simply enjoying life with his family. He might still seek out powerful opponents, but the urgency of being Earth's primary defender would be gone. He could train for the sheer joy of it. Goku would allow Gohan to truly take the mantle of the strongest warrior. It would be a peaceful, earned transition, rather than a forced one. The future would be one where Gohan stood as the undisputed champion, a beacon of strength and hope, while Goku enjoyed a well-deserved, less stressful existence.